By the way, that Janet concert was fire.
Man, listen.
Nigga, bro. I'm mad I missed Nelly though, but that Janet shit was fire.
Dog, I was hoping you was gonna be able to power with us afterward because that convo would have been crazy. But yeah, that Janet concert, and I was trying to explain it to Sheem. Now I got back up, like he knows, bro. I was explaining to him. I was like, not only did we get to see like every because she did her whole career.
She did.
But she slimmed down. She looked like old school.
Her body looked crazy.
She looked crazy. She looked like young Janet on stage.
She looked so goddamn good.
It's crazy. It made no sense, bro.
With the micro braids.
Oh, she brought
poetic justice.
Oh, she brought the braids out on y'all.
Looking fire. Body looking crazy.
Because if you've seen her documentary not too long ago, she had gained some weight. She was looking like an older lady. Yo, that shit was gone. Like, when I say gone, I mean she looked like she jumped in a time machine. Yep. Like, you saw the Eminem Houdini video and how Emma was able to look like young M. She pulled that for herself.
You know what she did, right?
Ozempic.
Yeah,
nah, man. Janet ain't got to do that shit.
He ain't want to put that on the jacket. He didn't even let me say it. See, y'all, he fucked up Janet Jackson. He didn't even let me say it.
Nah, it's not even that. Certain people,
she got ready for these.
You know who I'm not going to put that on their jacket? 50 Cent. I'm not going to put that on Janet Jackson. I'm not going to put that on certain people. Those people who are like known as like super disciplined, they just like, they lock in, they do all that type of shit. I'm not going to put that on their jacket. Those are the type of people who lose weight all the time. They like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, you could tell
they do this.
You can tell she's been working out by the way she was moving on stage.
That
bro.
too.
Like, she was,
I ain't gonna lie.
Ozempic
Ozempic is not gonna give you stamina, and her stamina, as in like, first of all, she was dancing nonstop the whole concert. They kept changing the stage. Like every time they would black out everything or whatever, the music's still going. Janet is back there changing clothes, come right back out.
So,
and you know the shit she was wearing was heavy and probably
heavy ass clothes, big sets.
How much music was over her vocals, her actual voice though? Like,
no, she did her whole voice.
No, it was pure instrumental, and her voice was the only vocal. There was no background vocal track.
What are y'all giving her for her singing?
It sounded like the records.
I mean, it
literally sounded like the records, bro.
Okay.
No, I'm saying like to the point where
I give a concert a 9. Only way I give it a 10 because she didn't do the overboard Janet shit where she usually do. Like she could have went a little bit more overboard, but I give it to her at her age.
Yeah.
Like,
when All For You came down, she did
the whole thing,
bro.
All For You. She did the breakdown in the middle. You know the music video. Yeah. She did the whole music video middle breakdown.
That's fire.
She talked a little bit.
I'm sick, bro. Cause
she said some old sexy kinky shit. I ain't gonna lie, like. Bro, that joke was fire, bro.
So y'all got wet when she played Funny How Time.
You ain't gonna sit here and say it got wet. I know you was gonna try to sneak that one in there and make us say yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm trying to see which one y'all.
Yeah, I know you trying to catch us.
Crazy.
Nah, I ain't yeah.
Pause that.
Nah, nigga, you caught yourself. Right. Talking about you niggas got wet.
Wild. But no, the concert was definitely. I was happy I went, and even though I was having little doubts in between, like, do I really want to see Janet? I'm happy I went because Janet.
That's
really
a once in a lifetime
tone,
thing,
bro. She set the tone.
For me, it was once in a lifetime, especially because she's part of that list. Right. Prince, Michael, all of we're not old enough to have been blessed to be part of it, able to watch most of that.
What, Janet?
Their era, she's out of their era. Most of them people are dead.
Yeah, she got tracks with them.
Oh, you talking about the people before Janet?
That's what I'm.
Yeah, like we'll never get to see Michael.
Not even before Janet. Let's be very clear. Janet's been in the industry for 51 years.
Right. Yeah.
So a lot of her peers are dead. Yeah. A lot of the people who came after her are dead.
Bro, she's 59 and still on stage looking like a whole snack.
Like, think about the concept of that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
killing a lot of these motherfuckers. For real.
That's weird.
Out there, out performing, out moving. That's what blew my mind because I'm like, at 59, she's still out there dancing.
Nah, bro.
Singing, vocals, moving.
I did not expect it to be that good. Like, the level of performance that she gave was as if you were watching young Janet. That's what blew my mind. Cause they were lifting a lot of, cause a lot of her routines are very legendary. People know those music videos. Yeah. She was doing the music video routines step by step. So these are routines that she was doing in her 20s, that she's in her 50s doing it, singing nonstop.
I got videos. I got videos for days.
And the biggest thing, as somebody who really loves like music transitions, DJs, whatever. A, she had a live band with her. B, she had a DJ. The DJ and the live band were live mixing while she was like, while the transitions were happening, they're mixing other records in, and it's live mixes that are just going crazy.
Right. That had to be ill. That had to be ill as fuck.
And then her moment,
the transitions,
her moments of silence was like mad impactful. Yeah, like it was just like,
man,
bro.
No,
like,
that one,
the fans was going crazy. Like,
I think was it together again when she was singing Together Again.
Yeah, she took long. She took kind of long to come out. That was the only time where she took
a very long time to come out because Together Again is a very emotional song for her. So she like chokes up when she tries to sing it and stuff. Like she literally sat down and like the audience started singing the song for her, and she just went to crying on stage. Like she crumbled.
That's when the lights was everywhere.
Yeah, man.
Phones out and it was crazy, bro. Like it was. I didn't expect it to be so big and grand as it was, and I didn't expect the fans to be so in tune. I was literally, I didn't have the best seats, but I didn't have bad seats. But literally, even with my seats, bro, there were like people that did not sit down the whole entire concert. There was like a row
singing
like,
word for word
of like 6 women that were like literally they danced the whole time, and there was like 2 girls behind me who were like they must have been like dancers for the Orlando Magic who did not stop dancing the whole entire time, bro. It was a vibe. It was a vibe.
I'm glad y'all got to experience her legendary moment.
Nah, it was wild, dog. It was very wild. It was to the point where I looked around and I was like, first of all, the fact that most of the women in there were dressed as different eras and different versions of Janet, that was cool too. It was like it was dope to see just like a grandma there with the mother with the granddaughter
you seen that too?
with the
bro. I seen like generations.
Yeah, like 4 or 5 generations of Janet fan coming in together. I was like, that's so crazy.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, that's the one thing where like that hit me the most, and I'm glad you brought that up because that's what I seen. It was like you see the mom, the grandma, and then you see the sister and the auntie, and then you see their kids all following along, and then it's like they all there just
and they know the music, and it's just so dope. Then you saw, I'll say this, it was one of the largest as far as like the gay community. It was a large gathering of them because, you know, she was very early as far as like a pioneer that was pushing for their rights and for them to be seen. And she had a lot of like gay people working as far as like, you know, routines and stuff for her or whatever. So they were standing Janet like they were standing for real.
They was outside for sure.
Yeah, man. It was so many different communities coming together and just different groups of people that you could see genuinely just like we're happy to be there.
And Janet always, like, from the early Janet, she was always known for, like, that little, like, theatrical, like, Lady Gaga outfits that she was wearing. That's why it was, like, what stunned me is that it didn't feel like I was watching something that was created 20 years ago.
Not even
new.
Close.
You feel what I'm saying?
A lot of, that's another thing. A lot of her records, listening to them all at one time, right? And listening to them with, like, you know, the sound stage and everything in that moment, you could take her off those records and let's say you made that, this is a new artist or whatever, and those songs sound very recent. It's crazy that like they sound like today.
I would have liked
because when you listen to people like Doja Cat and you listen to Doja Cat, you listen to Doechii, you listen to even like K-pop and stuff like that. A lot of that stuff is great value, Janet. And you don't notice it as clear until being in that concert and listening to her go from the beginning of her career all the way through the end and listening to how many sounds you're like, damn, that's what music sounds like now.
Her beats have always been in like a very new era. Like it don't seem like it, but if you listen to them today, you're like, bro, it sounds like
very
that beat
futuristic.
was made futuristic.
Very futuristic.
Her whole performance is futuristic. Even the stage, her prompts, the scenes, the clothes, it's all very, very futuristic, which is like, that's why I say I was mind blown because I was like, I felt like this is a 2024 concert.
Yeah. And it's wild because you're looking at these records and you're like, damn, like she's right now she's on stage singing something from 1984 and it sounds like a nigga wrote it this week.
Crazy. Shout out to Janet, man.
Yeah, I'm glad y'all got to enjoy that.
Nah, that was dope. That was definitely dope.